Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Barcelona's match tomorrow against Eintracht Frankfurt. Barcelona looking to get revenge after what happened in the Europa League in 2022 when all the Eintracht Frankfurt fans invaded the Camp Nou and made it a sea of white. We're going to be looking at the words from Hansi Flick. We're also going to be looking at the words of Gerard Martín as he did accompany him in the press conference. We're going to be talking about the lineup for tomorrow's match. But before I get started on the video, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below. But as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But as always, guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video. And I actually have the videos of Hansi Flick in the press conference. Barcelona, their official X account, they did post it on social media. Hansi Flick, he starts off by talking about tomorrow's opponent and that Champions League fixture. And this is how it goes. Let me share the tab really quickly. Wait, hold on. Before I do, let me make it right there. Okay, there we go. Let me share it. And let's hear what Hansi Flick had to say about Frankfurt.
Well, Champions League is different, so everything was what was before didn't count. So Eintracht has a good team, very young team with a lot of intensity, fast players also, and also they know how to adapt their system. And for us, we have to play on our highest level. So if we do this, okay, then we are able to get 3 points. But it will be tough because the result wasn't good, the last result from them. But I know also that they can hurt us a lot when we are not playing on our best level.
And that's absolutely the case because right there, Hansi Flick, he's touching on a very important point. If Barcelona, if we're at our absolute best, if we're focused, if we're locked in, we can get a big victory. And I see Barcelona tomorrow getting a big victory. I see Barcelona scoring, I would say 3, 4, 5 goals after the momentum that Barcelona have been carrying in these past couple of matches, the Atletico Madrid match, the Real Betis. I genuinely think that we could be seeing a big scoreline. But just because Eintracht Frankfurt, they've had some bad results, they recently lost 6-0, 5-0, they've had some really poor results. Eintracht Frankfurt, they are still in the Champions League, and we have to not take them for granted. We want to get our revenge for what happened in 2022 when they invaded the stadium. Barcelona, they implemented some rules and some regulations, and they're actually making sure that doesn't happen again. They're looking at from everything to reselling tickets to staff at the entrances to prevent anyone coming on with an Eintracht Frankfurt jersey. So many changes being made so that doesn't happen, which I'm really glad. But I love how Hansi Flick, he's recognizing their quality. They're going through a really bad moment, losing in big and devastating ways. But this is the Champions League. They are a difficult opponent. They do play in the Bundesliga, a league that has intensity, that has fast players, as he did say. And we have to get the 3 points. We have to make sure we get that done and move on. But now Hansi Flick, he talks about his thoughts on Barcelona's first match in the Champions League back at the Spotify Camp Nou. Let's hear what he has to say.
And play in new Camp Nou now. It's also important for the Champions League because I think it's a really, really important match for us tomorrow. So we have to win. We want to win 3 points. We also want to show our best level. So this is what was important tomorrow.
Imagine first game back at the Spotify Camp Nou in the Champions League, and we get the victory. We get the 3 points, and we do it in an amazing fashion. Let's get it done. Let's have faith in the boys that they get the job done and get that victory. Let's hope. Moving on. I'm going to be looking at the words from Hansi Flick as he talks about, how the team is feeling, how improvement can be done. He also had some words to say about that. I want to be hearing that.
I think it's always not finished about what we are doing. So it's always progress possible, and this is what we want to do. So for me, it's important that we yeah, in the training, but I think it's not so many time also in this moment to train a lot of things, but also what I can see when we're doing something in the training, they try to show it also in the match, and this is for me a really positive thing. So I'm happy at the moment about the quality we have, about the level we played, and this is positive. But of course, we always want to improve. We always want to train for get better. I think we have also a lot of potential more.
And what's crazy is that Hansi Flick a couple weeks ago, guys, he did say the best Barcelona is yet to come. And we've seen Barcelona improve in these past couple of weeks. And as he said, the team is improving. There's still, things that we want to be improving on in regards to being more solid defensively, making sure we're a little bit more clinical in front of goal, making sure that we're still pressing well. There's still stuff that we can grow. And the season is long. We are still, not hitting that, top stride, that top level. We're not in that top gear yet. And Hansi Flick and the team, they're going to be working in order to reach that goal. And the last quote from Hansi Flick is in regards to Gerard Martín, because Gerard Martín in these past couple of games, he's not Gerard Martín, he's Gerard Maldini. He's been playing so well in that left center back position. And Hansi Flick, he compliments him. He talks about his quality as a footballer. He gives praise. And we're going to be looking and hearing his words in regards to Gerard Martín.
Very good. So it's, sometimes it's like... also good to have players in the team. They also like to work. So for they're standing for the attitude, for the mentality, show everything on the pitch, and he always tries to give the best for this team, and also I think he lives his dream now, playing for Barça, and how you can see him, he's very. He have the confidence, he believe in what he can do, what he can give also for the team, and for us also it's great. Also on this position, a player with a left foot give us a little bit more opportunities and more options to play out, to build up, and he's doing really good these things.
And that's a very important point that he touches on. Upon. Gerard Martín, with him being left-footed, just gives you a different dynamic in that position. We've seen Hansi Flick play Eric Garcia and Pau Garcia before as a partnership, but the thing is, neither of them are left-footed. Neither of them are natural playing out from the back using their left foot. In some instances, you're getting pressed, you don't have much time on the ball, you want to be making a great pass, and doing that with your left foot is going to be a little bit tricky. And Gerard Martín, he's comfortable in that position. He's comfortable doing that. We're going to be looking at the words from Gerard Martín as he did accompany him in the press conference, and he did give his thoughts in how he's feeling in that role, but as well how he's feeling ahead of this match. And Gerard Martín in these past couple of weeks has been a revelation. Him in that center back position has been so well. He's been playing so good that we can generally be seeing him be a starter. That partnership, I can see that happening for the rest of the season. Gerard Martín, Pau Garcia as our center backs. Wow. But moving on. And looking at the words from Gerard Martín, he talks about the match, the first UCL match at the Spotify Camp Nou and what it feels. He says it's always motivating to play at the Camp Nou. With the Champions League, we get an extra boost and we are very motivated. We're in a good rhythm and we want to keep improving. We can't afford to drop more points in the Champions League. We have to win and stay near the top. And that's the goal. That's the goal that Barcelona do have. We want to get the 3 points. We're in the Champions League. We're at home in our home stadium. Let's put in a big performance, guys. Let's put in a big performance. Let's see, us continue that winning feeling and us play beautiful football and get the job done. It's not going to be easy. We're going to be playing against a tough team, despite them being in a difficult moment, but I believe we can get the job done. Gerard Martín, he moves on, he continues, and he talks about, his role in the team. And he says, I feel important in the team. And that's what the coach shows with his confidence. I'm playing as a center back now, but I don't feel more center back than fullback. I'll play wherever the coach tells me. As a fullback, in pressing, you have to jump higher up. That means you have to, be pressed higher up. And as a center back, you have to be more attentive in duels. We're improving as we've seen in the last matches. And with Gerard Martin being more comfortable in that center back position and his improvement and him, adapting better as the games go on, that partnership is going to develop between himself and Pau García, and it's just going to improve. And we've been seeing that. As he has said, and he actually speaks on how this change came about. And he says, in preseason, Hansi Flick, he wanted to try me there. And afterwards, I didn't play because of circumstances. I kept training in that position. The day I was going to play, he asked us out if I was ready, and I told him yes. And that's how Gerard Martin was converted into a left-footed center back. But it also makes sense with the departure of Nico Martinez. Barcelona, they just needed something different in that position. They needed some changes. And in regards to tomorrow's lineup, we will be most likely expecting him to start. Usually the players who accompany the coach in the press conference, they usually start. But this is the predicted lineup for tomorrow's match. Foot Mob, they predict that Joan García, Balde, Gerard Martin, Pau García, and Jus Koundé, that's going to be the back line. And I agree with that. In midfield, Pedri and Eric Garcia. Will Frankie de Jong be starting alongside Pedri, or will Hansi Flick stick with what's been working these past couple of matches? That partnership between Pedri and Eric Garcia has been looking solid. Do you put in Frankie de Jong straight back in there, or do you bring him on in the second half? And up top, we're going to be seeing Rafinha, Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski. There's a lot of Barcelona fans that are saying, hey, let's see Lamine Yamal start in the number 10 position. Let's see that continuity. Let's see Rooney Bardghji start out there on the right-hand side. And could we see Ferran, replace Lewandowski in this type of occasion? I would personally go with Lewa. Him not being involved in this weekend's game against Betis, I do believe that he is due a start. I think Rooney Bardghji would be a great option off of the bench, but we want to see Fermin Lopez back. We want to see him there on the team. And then in the second half, you have changes. You have players who you can depend on. You have your Marcus Rashfords. You have your Marc Casados, your Frankie de Jongs, your Rooney Bardghji who can impact the game and change it. Marc Bernal even, who's been looking sharper and sharper. And obviously with Rafinha back, you're just going to be looking at Barcelona have that extra bit of quality up top. The predictions, Barcelona, they have a 71%, winning percentage towards their favor. That's what the platform is predicting. These are some of the other cool matches that are going to be going on. Let me see, are there any insights? No, they are not. Head-to-head record, how is it looking like? Oof. Draw, and then that loss. Yeah, when Barcelona, they were in the Europa League. Time to change that. But guys, I want to hear your score predictions down below. I'm going with a big Barcelona victory. I think us being at the Camp Nou, first game back, since a couple seasons, I think we are due a big performance in the Champions League after those rough games against PSG and Chelsea and as well Club Brugge. I'm going with a 4-1 victory. I see Barcelona getting the job done and showing that level in the Champions League. But guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of Barcelona's match tomorrow? What do you guys make of Hansi Flick and Gerard Martin's words? And I want to hear your score predictions down below. But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.